Hello, everyone. My name's Rick McCutcheon, and on today's Partner Talks, we have Ryan Pennett from Paribus 365. Ryan, tell the folks who you are and what you do.
That's great to be here, Rick. Thank you. Ryan Pennett, Vice President of Business Development here at Paribus 365, Head of Sales, and I also manage our resellers and strategic partnerships.
And you know, I'm glad you decided to come on to Partner Talks because we've known each other for a long time. You're one of the early adopters of being an ISV in this Dynamics at the time CRM space. So tell us a little bit about your personal journey in Power Apps and how did you get into the seat you're in today?
Yeah, it's a funny thing. I went to college and earned a degree in biology, believe it or not, and thought, hey, I'm going to be a field biologist because I want to be outdoors all day long. But somewhere along the way, the computer bug bit me, right? And so I was head over heels into technology. Actually ended up starting my career with a Dynamics reseller who was implementing actually CRM even before Dynamics. And then when, of course, Dynamics 1.0 came out, it's Microsoft, so everybody said, hey, we've got to look at this, right? And so about version 3, once you could add custom entities, voila, that organization started their journey into offering solutions for Dynamics, and then I've been using Dynamics solutions and selling them ever since.
So we're looking at probably a good 25-year history there, and Paribus 365 has been around for a long time. So talk a little bit about the history of the company, and you joined them early on. So give us a little rundown of how Paribus got started.
Yeah, so our parent company was a CRM reseller, implementing Dynamics, well, even before Dynamics, and of course when Dynamics came along, obviously implementing Dynamics for customers. And as these things often happen, right, a customer had a specific need around cleaning up their data. It had a really dirty data throughout their system, a lot of duplicates. And so that really kind of started the foundation. It asked us to build some tools. And from there, of course, Paribus was really born, and obviously it has greatly grown over the years now. So that was, 29 years ago, right? And it's grown ever since, really. So today, Paribus 365 is part of the QWare family of products. We provide a full spectrum of data and cloud services, right? Helping organizations not just find poor data, but we actually help them manage, optimize, cleanse, enrich that data across their entire Dataverse footprint.
So what kind of customers, Ryan, really get the best benefit from your product?
If you think about it, anybody who actually has data, right, Rick? I mean, data, as they say, is the new oil today. Everybody wants our data, right? Whether it be Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Google, what have you, right? We're all using data. And it's, of course, very important in the AI world these days. So if you have data and it's important to you, and it certainly should be, then you want to keep it clean. You want the highest possible data quality. So really everybody is probably a candidate to use Paribus for sure.
So this is very interesting because Paribus has been keeping data clean in Dynamics CE for over 20 years. Are you seeing any changes in the core product itself that is making it easier for users, or has it been consistently the same over that time?
Well, the tools that have been used to cleanse the data, those have been around forever. We obviously improve those as necessary. Obviously, search and detect, of course, gets stronger and stronger, especially as new revs and CRM come out and allow us to do more. We, of course, have the advent of AI going on these days, so we certainly are improving the system. So we're setting some things in place. Now, you might say that it's always had some bits of AI in it, right, with the fuzzy matching capabilities, if you will, and the intelligent search capabilities. But we are actually empowering some additional capabilities this year, really when it comes to managing the Dataverse, if you will, for the end users. So when we have customers that have data in the Dataverse, we want to kind of manage the entire optimized data, if you will, making sure that in fact that the data that they have in there is important, that it's optimized, that it's enriched, and then of course looking for any potential gaps in the data governance. So we are employing more tools around AI that will actually improve that entire Dataverse experience, if you will.
So really it kind of takes into Power Apps as well. So if someone's developing an application in a Dataverse product, then Paribus can work across it as well?
Yeah, exactly. So we are developing some stronger AI APIs, I should say, in there, along AI, and basically giving more power to the partners and the end users to basically use the Paribus technology in different ways. Yep.
Okay, excellent. So Ryan, your organization has really been partner friendly since day one, since I met you years ago. Let's talk a little bit why partners are important to you, and what does a good partner relationship look like?
Yeah, so partners, obviously we're a partner first organization, as I mentioned. We've always sold through partner channels, right? They are the front line, if you will, for the customer, right? They're the experts, they're the local experts. They know CRM very, very well, right? They are the Dynamics experts in all the Dynamics, typically all the Dynamics different products, if you will. So we lean on them very heavily. But obviously, a partner, they may not want to be the data quality experts because they're already the experts in so many other things, right? So they'll typically bring us to the table when they say, look, we know Dynamics very, very well. We have all these other things that we want to do as part of this implementation project for our customer. And that's where they'll basically hand it off to us. And then we'll work either closely with the partner, because then sometimes the partner wants to actually take the lead and will want to cleanse the data. And sometimes they know the data better than even the customers do, right? They know the schema and that type of thing. But in some cases they say, you know what, the customer knows their stuff very well. They know their data better than we do. We don't want to get involved with that. We'll stay on our side of the fence. And so we will engage very closely with the customer and making sure that they are up to speed on how to use the Paribus solutions and then working with them to clean up their data.
So if I'm a customer and I have a database that's not in very good shape, lots of duplicate records, what's sort of the process do I go through working with you and your team to make everything good again?
Yeah, so it's a multi-step process, right? It's never a magic pill, throw the switch and clean things up, right? And I think most people understand that today, but you'd be surprised. So the first thing we want to do is just do an assessment, kind of do a health check, really, an audit, just to see how bad it is. In some cases, we've found that, hey, the customer thought, well, my data's so dirty, you got to fix it. And then we get in and go, actually, it's not too bad. We'll show them the metrics, if you will. But oftentimes it is worse than they think it is, right? But we'll really go into the database with their help, understanding the schema, and then make them understand all the different touch points that really we'll need to get in here and clean up. Understanding how they use their data is also extremely important. And sometimes they don't know, so it's getting all the heads in the room, if you will, to understand this going forward. We really need to understand all the different touch points, all the data governance gaps that you might have, plug them going forward, and then just start cleaning things. And of course, the larger the database, right, then we would probably want to silo things a little bit and kind of work it up in chunks. We're not going to take it all at one time. Some customers' databases, can consist of millions of records, as you can imagine. And so that's something that you're not going to just go, let me go find my accounts and dedupe them or go enrich them. So those are things that we will work stepwise. I think the main thing too, though, is having us on their side. As we all know, you get busy. If you, let's say you hand the data cleanup to the IT guy or to a data steward, and then they're of course being thrown all kinds of other projects constantly, right? And so what often happens invariably is it just gets tossed to the side. It's not very important. And then you don't have the executive buy-in, right? So by having us in their corner, we're making sure along the way, along with the partner, we're keeping them in the loop, just making sure that things move forward and progressively.
So the data gets cleaned up with your tools, but the most important thing is it stays clean, right? Going forward, you're not going to run into this situation again. And I think that's the biggest thing that people forget about, right? Because there's all kinds of ways to pull data out, clean it up, push it back in. But do you want to go through that again?
Right. Exactly. Yep. That's the main thing, right? With we make sure that when we've engaged with the client, that not only do they have the right solutions in place to maintain that data, but also we give them some consultation on the data governance rules, right, that would go around it and the things that you want to implement as part of that system, because it is going to be, an ongoing a part of your day-to-day business operations now, right? You should have proper budget for it. You should have the executive buy-in, and your data will stay clean because it's important, right? We know this.
Okay, excellent, Ryan. Thank you very much. So we're in the first quarter of 2026. What's your team doing in 2026 that's special? And what are we going to see from your product going forward?
Yeah, so basically 2026, 2025 and 2026 have been a very exciting and phenomenal time, really. The last few years, we've actually been exploring a lot of different cloud services and so forth. In fact, we just finished a large project with one of our customers, they're a global customer. We helped them design from the ground up, but we really rebuilt a cloud-first, Azure-based digital asset marketing system, right? In fact, it's actually won an award, helped us win an award for the best technology SME. And so basically this product allows our customer, and it supports, by the way, multiple industries, whether it be retail, pharma, healthcare, construction. And so basically it manages over 200 million digital assets and supports currently over 60,000 worldwide users. So it's extremely secure, scalable, very fast. And so we're using the experience we use from that, as well as the stuff we were doing leading into that, to offer more digital, or I should say cloud services, as well as, of course, asset management type products. So we also have, we're announcing a free version of our search and detect product. So it will actually be able to provide some of that same fuzzy global intelligent search matching across the CRM sphere, if you will, as well as, of course, provide that duplicate prevention at the point of entry. So again, we're going to offer that tool to empower the end user to make them a lot more efficient, saving them all that data entry, just streamlining the whole workflow process within Dynamics CE. So we're excited about that. We're hoping partners jump on board. You're talking about an hour installation to get it up and running. So if either a partner or a customer wants to come to us directly, we'll get them set up very quickly on that. And of course, if they need more power, they'll always have it at their fingertips. So if anybody's struggling with duplicate data, we know they are, or they just want to streamline the process, I think the free version of Paribus Search and Detect would be great. From the cloud services, again, we're building the cloud first architectures that are all built on Azure, so they're very safe, secure, very scalable. And then, of course, data services. We're really expanding data services. I've had a lot of meetings the last couple of weeks, actually, with some of our partners, as well as internal staff, about where things are going with that. So we do data architecture and platform design, right? So we're building modern architecture, of course, using Azure SQL, things like Cosmos DB, of course, Data Lake and Fabric, right, to build cutting-edge data services in the cloud. Also data quality and health audits, right? So we'll do data quality scoring, AI readiness assessments, right, which everybody needs, right? Super important for that type of stuff. And data migration services. Obviously, if you need help in road mapping that, understanding some of the things that need to take place during the migration process. And if you're part of the Microsoft Fast Track, right? Microsoft is has created this Fast Track program to move Salesforce customers into Dynamics, but part of that solution does not really include, data optimization, enrichment, and cleansing. So that's where we can actually bring in the APIs for Paribus to actually help with that bit of it as well.
So you're not just about data duplication anymore. You're like the full meal deal when it comes to data. Very exciting, Ryan. And where this year will we be able to see you? Like, are you doing any of the shows?
Yeah, so you typically will see us. I know you and I run into each other all the time, Rick, at the different shows, whether it be obviously North America Summit or some of the smaller community shows. We usually will show up at Dynamics Con, whether it be the live or the virtual, sometimes both. And of course, I like to do my local user groups as well. We do partner lunch and learns, that type of stuff. So I know we've got a few of those already planned, and we're always out there doing data quality related webinars. So we'll be out there. I think we were at Ignite this year, and we'll be there again this year as well. So
Ryan, thank you very much for coming on Partner Talks. We appreciate your time, and we'll look forward to speaking with you in the future about Paribus 365 and your quest for clean data.
Thanks, Rick. Really appreciate you guys having us. Hope you have a great year. And everybody out there, take care.
Bye for now.